Okay, guys. Hello, how are you? I hope that you're well. Today, I want to explain you how do you answer the exercises from your book. We're going to check today Unit 3. It's page 7 and 8 and 59 and 60. Unit 3, it's called A Visit to a Mega Factory. Objective: expressing subjects as objects of actions in present tense. Exercise 3.1. Read the article and answer the questions. Who's the writer? What is the usual topic of the column? Now, according with the information on this part about the wonderful word factory, we have this. You have to complete these two questions, and we have to continue with exercise 3.2. Okay, now I'm gonna read it. It says, there is something I have to say to my readers before I begin this weekly article. I'm not going to write about a nice place to eat, which is normal issue on this column. I have to write about an experience I had last week, because I was invited by a friend to a place I would never go, since it is not related to restaurants and food. The car factory of Volvo. To start, I found an incredibly clean place. Everything is shining. Everything is in order. We immediately went to the production line. In its called assembly line. In this huge building, cars are built piece by piece in small locations called stations. In each station, new parts are installed in the cars. The electric system is put first. Then the interior of the car is covered with plastic and metallic parts, and the dashboard and the steering wheel are placed, and last, the seats. At the same time, the body of the car is painted and finished in the paint shop. The engines are made in the motor shop. The bodies and the engines are brought to assembly lines, and body and chassis are put together. After 4 hours, the car is almost finished. This process is completed with help of advanced technology, skilled workers, and excellent materials. But the most important factor is the timing and the synchrony in the plant. Everything is done according to the plan. I'm sorry for this change in my column. Some of you were expecting to read a new recommendation to a restaurant, but I couldn't resist the temptation to tell you about my experience in this wonderful work-carrying industry. We like to watch a chef when he's preparing a dish. It's enjoyable. I'm sure that if we like to see how a dish prepared, we like to see how a car is made. Okay? Now, we have to complete the first questions. Who's the writer and what is the usual topic of the column? Now, on exercise 3.2, it says read the article again and find the sentences written in passive voice with the same meaning and the following. Write them on the lines and follow the example. Okay, now we have a text here, and next to we have sentences. They are active voice sentences. Now pay attention. You need to find the phrases, sentences, statements that are in passive voice. In these ones are inactive in normal way, but in the text are in passive voice. Not the exact statements, but they are close. Okay, now you need to read it and find the phrases that are similar. We have the first one. It says, workers build cars in this huge building. A worker puts the electric system first. Workers cover the interior of car with plastic and metallic parts. A worker places the dashboard and the steering wheel. A worker brings the bodies and engines to the assembly line. Workers finish the cars in almost 4 hours. Engineers complete this process with the help of technology. People do everything according to the plan. We like to see how a chef prepares a dish, and we like to see how engineers make a car. Okay, now you have to find the phrases that are similar. Okay, for example, I'm going to hit you with the last one. We have, would like to see how engineers make a car. Now, the phrase is this: a car is made. We like to see how a car is made. Or, we like to see how a chef prepares a dish. We like to watch when a chef is preparing a dish. We like to watch a chef when he's preparing a dish. Okay, is the idea. Now, in exercise 3.4, we have change the following sentences to passive or active voice. Follow the example. We have the example. This sentence is in passive voice. Services like water, power, and communications are needed by companies. This one is in passive voice. Now, the next one is in active voice. Companies need services like water, power, and communications. Now, in the following exercise, you need to write, is it your sentence in active to passive, or if you have a passive sentence to active. Okay, for example, in number 3, quality control policies are applied by workers in every process. Workers applied quality control policies in every process. Workers apply quality control policies in every process. Or Firestone supplies tires for car producers. Tires is the object. Tires are supplied for car producers by Firestone. Tires are supplied for car producers by Firestone. Okay, you need to read it and complete the sentences. Now, what about your workbook? In your workbook, you have to complete 2 exercises. The first one says, exercise 3.1, read the paragraph and write the correct title on lines. We have 5 different places: a restaurant, toy shop, fast food, boutique, and sports bar. Now, the idea is you need to read that, of course, and write in this part on the lines what is the correct title. Is it the toy shop? Is it the restaurant, the sports bar, etc, etc. And in exercise 3.2, read the paragraphs again and match the following statements. Write the correct letter. Now, in this page, we have paragraph A, B, C, D, and E. In exercise 3.2, you have to write the letters. Maybe, in my opinion, the first statement, Budweiser is bought here. Maybe it's the place A. Number 2, American Eagle t-shirts are offered in this shop. Maybe place D, the boutique. And maybe clients are offered smoke and salmon in this place. Maybe place C. Okay, you have to complete the rest. Okay, I'm gonna read it. It says, this week our columnist is again about 2 good places to go and have good food. In addition, we have included 2 more new places that we find interesting to our readers. The first one, if you have been looking for a place to watch your favorite sports events and have excellent drinks and snacks with your friends, then your choice is Minders. Minders is a new snack and bar which opened in the last few days. The concept is simple and at the same time attractive. 10 LED smart TVs are installed in 5 different rooms. In each room, a different sports event is shown, from golf to Olympic Games. Beverages are served in nice glasses. Snacks are varied from time to time to make your stay even more enjoyable. Excellent services is given to by owner Mr. William Conrad and his staff of capable waiters. Number 2. Children are happy with this new shop at Garden Mall, Toy Store. Toys are supplied by the biggest manufacturers, so every make is found on the shelves of the shelf, from the simplest yo-yo to the most sophisticated video game console. A membership is offered to all clients. With this membership, you are given special discounts, special sales, and offers and gifts to those who make a minimum number of purchases. Let's see. A new restaurant is opened in town to Golden Fruit. In this owned by Mr. Carl Thompson, the opening took place last Saturday afternoon. According to Mr. Thompson, it will be people's choice for the best seafood. Delicious terms and served with garlic cream are covered with mozzarella cheese. Another exclusive recipe is baked oysters. Oysters are cooked in their shells with pepper and garlic and goat milk cheese. They are served with breadcrumbs and glass of white wine. We learned that these dishes are made with the best quality products, so I think that it's just matter of time that this restaurant will be one of your favorites. Now, letter D. A new fashion clothes shop opened its doors to people of ages. New garments and colorful clothes are sold in Troy and Tracy since last month. We know from its owner, Mrs. Garrett, that merchandise is changed and renewed almost every week. Low prices and sales are introduced on the first Sunday of every month. So, if you have been looking for quality clothes and good prices, here we have a good option. And the last one, Pizza Con, is a new restaurant at the mall that offers a new style of pizza. About the ingredients, there isn't much difference from any other pizza place, but the style that's big change. Your pizza is baked and then given to you in the shape of an ice cream cone. This new style makes your pizza more practical to eat. Children just love it. The thought, it's made with 3 different recipes. One of them is really delicious. It is filled with cheese and some onion and pepper added. I hope you find these suggestions interesting. Okay? Now don't forget, the first part, you have to write the names. It's the restaurant, the boutique, sports bar, toy shop, etc. And on exercise 3.2, you have to write the correct letter A, B, C, D, or E according with the sentence. Okay? And to finish with your workbook, on exercise 3.5, we have changed the following sentences to passive or active. We have, for example, 12 sentences on this exercise, and you have to complete them into a passive or active sentence. I'm going to help you with the last two. For example, we have, the job is completed by Mr. Dempsey. It's passive voice. Who is your subject? Mr. Dempsey. Mr. Dempsey completes the job. Mr. Dempsey completes the job. And number 11, repairs are conducted by Mr. Williams. It's passive voice again. Who's the subject? Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams conducts repairs. Mr. Williams conducts repairs. And that's all. Okay? Read the sentences. When you finish the exercise, don't forget to take the pictures from your notebook. Write your name on your notebook. And I don't know if you have any questions, don't forget to send or post a message on the group on Facebook that we have. And that's all, guys. I hope that you're okay. Take care and see you soon. Bye bye.